My first time meeting Chris was at Oakwood University. I was a freshman at the time, and he was too. And we were both in an organization called NAPS. It's the National Association for the Prevention of Starvation. It's a missionary group. And I walked into this room called the Bean Room, is where they have a bunch of storage and stuff, and he was in there. And so my first time seeing him, I just remember thinking like, oh, he's cute.
And I see her, and I said, oh, how you doing? She said, hi, and she was quiet. I said, oh man, immediately I thought, man, this country girl, boy, she's so quiet. And that's all I thought. We talked briefly, and I kept it moving.
We spoke for a brief moment. He asked me if I was going on the Hurricane Gustav relief mission trip, and I told him no. And it was real quick. And then that was basically it. That was my first time meeting and speaking to Chris.
We both graduated. We went our separate ways. She went to Washington, D.C. to go to dental school, and I went to Atlanta to go to medical school there. And we didn't talk. I mean, we weren't really talking as boyfriend and girlfriend, but we would keep up. Every now and then we would send a message and say, hello, how you doing? And I always just really appreciated her spirit. She was always cheery and happy to talk to me, and it was great.
So Chris and I, we had always been friends throughout Oakwood, and after Oakwood, we remained friends.
One time she came down and we said, all right, we're going to see each other this time. And man, when I saw her, boy, I was just, wow, Shirley, wow, she done grew up since she left Oakwood. I was like, wow, hey, grown Shirley.
So when I first saw him, I just remember he gave me this really big, like, bear hug, and I'm not gonna lie, I did feel a little, like, little butterflies when he did, and I was like, ooh, that's nice.
We got some rice. It's one of my favorite foods, and it's one of her favorite foods, and we hit it off from there.
During that break, we spent a lot of time together, and we spoke a lot. He was just really there for me, just a great friend, really, during that time. So the way that Chris proposed, I have to give you the background on how he asked me to be his girlfriend for it to make sense for how he proposed. The way Chris asked me to be his girlfriend, it was one day he came up to Maryland to visit me. I was picking him up from the airport, and he was acting kind of weird the whole time, so when I went and I picked him up, he was just acting real standoffish, and I remember I was holding his hand in the car because of course we like each other, I remember him saying, well, Shirley, I don't think that we should be acting like boyfriend and girlfriend if we're not boyfriend and girlfriend. And so of course I took my little hand off of his hand, and I'm just like, okay, like trying to hear what else he has to say. And he was like, so that's why. And he reaches behind him and he pulls out a rose, and he was like, that's why I want you to be my girlfriend. And so that's how he asked me to be his girlfriend.
So as I was planning the proposal, I decided I would give her a forever rose, because when I first became her boyfriend, I gave her a rose to ask her to be my girlfriend. But this time I was going to give her a rose that wouldn't fade and would last forever.
I had come home for Thanksgiving break, and he had just gotten off of his rotation, so he was tired, and he was saying that he wanted to go get something to eat. So we went out to this place and got a little bite to eat, and he's acting kind of tired and standoffish. I'm thinking he's just tired,
It's hard for me to give surprises, so I try to do surprises. Only way I could try to do a surprise in this situation was act like I'm not really happy, and I'm sitting there kind of downcast and knowing in the back of my mind that this is about to be a huge romantic day for her.
We get in the car and we're getting ready to go back home, and he just pulls the car over into this parking lot.
I took her to a park after we ate at a place called Friends, by the way, which was fitting. And I asked her to be my wife.
He says to me, "Oh, I have something for you." And so I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, what is it?" So he reaches behind him and he pulls out this Bible. I was really excited about it, and I took the cover off, and engraved in the cover it said, "Shirley Jennifer Daniel, DDS." When I saw the Daniel, I knew what was going on, what was about to happen. So my heart starts to flutter. And at this point in time, I'm just thinking in my head, like, oh my goodness, this is happening. He reached behind him and he pulled out a forever rose, which is one of those roses that never die. And he handed it to me and he asked me to be his wife. And that's how it happened. It was perfect.
I'm happy to have Shirley as a companion to walk with me for the rest of my life and create this legacy together. And I want you to join us to see it start.
We are getting married on September 2nd, 2018. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. He's really my best friend, and I just can't wait. And I can't wait to celebrate this moment with my friends and our family and everybody who can come. It's just going to be a big celebration. I'm so excited for you all to share in our joy and for us to share this special moment with you guys.